Hello, Deb Wolfe here. These chicks are 9 days old. They were born last Thursday. I'm going to put them back in their nice warm spot under the heat lamp and show you how to start the incubator. So this is my incubator. I've cleaned it out and I've got some really hot water to start. And I'm going to make sure I fill it up. I probably have to add a little more in a few minutes. And I fill up this. And what's going to happen is I'm going to set it all up. And in 21 days, more or less, we'll have a bunch of baby chicks. So I pour the hot water in. And the next thing is a little bit of a guardrail. That's Blue. He's just supervising, as Blue healers do. Blue is a rescue dog. I did not name him, and he had so many names already. Buddy, Blue, Bandit, so I didn't want to give him another one. Okay. And so now, we put in this one, and then last this one. Now, unfortunately, I discovered last time that my turner motor is no longer working. And so that's a shame, because that means I am now the turner motor and I have to turn the eggs. A hen will sit on her eggs and she will make sure to turn the eggs the exact amount of time, keep them the right temperature, keep them the right humidity, and make sure that each night they sleep on a different side. So I have to do all that because my turner motor isn't working. So what I'm going to do is put all the eggs in. Now I've been keeping these eggs round side up while I waited to collect enough to start the incubator. And now I mark on one side an X. You definitely want to use pencil, because if you use permanent ink or something toxic, it will go right through the eggshell into the baby chick, and we don't want that. So use pencil, make a nice big O on one side and a nice big X on the other, or you could use your initials, something you can remember. And then all you want to do is place them all in there. Now, when they first start, right now, I'm going to put them all in on O's. And I'm putting them on their side. And for 19 days, they stay on their side. I flip them at least 3 times a day, 3 or 5. That one needs to be marked still, so I'll wait on that one. And they stay at about 101 degrees and a certain humidity for 19 days. And then the last couple, I don't turn them anymore. In fact, I turn them so that they are round side up the last couple of days. And I'll have to mark some of those. And then you stop turning them all together because the chicks are too old. They can't be turned anymore. And you want the round side up. And then you change your settings just a little bit, because it has to be more humid. So I add sponges to the bottom, and I turn my temperature down just slightly for the last couple of days, and then they hatch. So the way this works is the chicken doesn't sit on the eggs all the time. She waits till she has enough, and then she sits on them. And once she sits on them, she can't let them get cool or dry. She has to maintain a consistent temperature, and she has to keep turning them. So if I'm using an incubator like I am that isn't turning for me, I've got to do it. And my daughter will be helping too, because sometimes I wonder if the chickens who succeed actually have OCD, because this is really a fussy job. You're constantly turning these, ever so gently, ever so carefully. Some of you are probably wondering why these eggs are green. Okay, here's a brown one. This one's in here because I know I saw it get laid by one of my remarkable chickens. So it gets to be in the special batch along with the green eggs. The green eggs are from Araucana chickens. And when they mate with other chickens, they usually have babies that when they grow up, lay eggs of all colors. They're called Easter eggers. And so I think this is so much fun. I really like having a dozen eggs where 8 or 10 are brown and a couple are yellow and maybe one is peach or green. I think that's just so fun. So that's what I'm shooting for this time. And the Araucana chickens do sell for more money. So I like that idea too, of course. If you're gonna do the work, you may as well make the money. Now you're seeing me get an awful lot of eggs here. I'm gonna fill it right up in the hope that they all hatch and I'll be able to sell baby chicks. So I just keep on loading it up. And when it's all loaded, I will plug it in. And I've got two thermometers here. One measures the dry temperature, just like that, measures the air. And the other one, I've attached just a scrap of old pajamas to it, a little bit of absorbent material. It's right on the end, and it goes down into the reservoir. So that tells us our wet temperature. So if you look closely, here are 3 eggs I saw come out of very special chickens. Chickens that are white and black and speckled and have funny feathers and long legs and just terrific markings. So they get to be in here with the green egg layers too. And we'll see what happens because they'll have been fertilized by the roosters. So we don't really know what we're gonna get, but we do know that we're gonna get chickens and possibly some roosters too. So I've almost finished. I just need to do a few more of these. And it's really easy to figure out the temperatures that you need and the humidity you need. I printed off this chart from the internet. It's really simple. Day 1 to 17, they need a 50 to 55%. So that means humidity. So that means the wet bulb temperature is around 85, and then, or to 87, 85 to 87 degrees. And then you turn it 3 to 5 times a day, making sure each night it's on a different side. And then day 18 to 21, you stop turning and you put it round side up. That's when they need 70% humidity. The air temperature is still around 100.5, but the wet bulb has to go up to 90.7. And like I said, I just do that by adding sponges to the bottom, and it just soaks up more humidity. And we'll have, with any luck, we'll have some beautiful Araucana chickens. Unfortunately, many of them will be roosters. And we already have 4 roosters on the farm, so we really don't need any more. But let's just hope they're all hens. Let's just hope with a little bit of luck, maybe. So I just X and O so that when I turn them, I always know that I've turned them all. And that's my last one. Perfect. Thank you, chickens. All right, so here we go. The last one. I'll put it right there. Got lots of steamy water because they've never been heated yet. They were cool and stored in a dark, safe place. They're now going to be heated for the first time, and I am going to have to really watch the temperature. I'm going to have to check on them all through the night. What I would suggest to you, if you're doing this for the first time, is run the incubator with no eggs in it whatsoever for at least 24 hours, making sure your temperatures are consistent and you like your humidity. Now, I already did a run. You saw the baby chicks. So I know I've got it right. And I can read my thermometers on the side here. There's a fan that circulates the air, and I just add water as needed. So, with any luck, in 21 days, we'll have some baby chicks. If you like this video, please thumbs up or subscribe. Thank you.